Alright, what is up everyone? This is going to be Inori's patch 13.11 jungle tier list, and I'm super excited for this one because you all know why. The Rek'sai buffs were game changing. As you can see clearly by the Inori tier list, Rek'sai, the queen, is back. She's ready to go. She's taking names, she's taking hearts, she does everything you need in a jungler and more. As you can tell by her tier list position, extremely good, great patch, best patch I've ever had. Stridebreaker Cleaver build has been insane on Rek'Sai. Definitely recommend you guys obviously take advantage of that. The queen is back on the menu. Chicken is on the table. And who else to follow the Rek'Sai as in the Kha'Zix as well. So big thing about this patch, I will say, Ghostblade did get minor nerfs. This patch has been very much dominated by like assassin Ghostblade junglers, but also some crit items took a bit of a hit as well. But one thing that just stands supreme, Kindred is by far the most disgusting range 80 carry right now in the game. She's extremely strong with her Trinity build or whatever she's been going. As Rek'Sai, I permaban Kindred, and I was expecting her win rate to go down a bit, but the hotfix thing plus everything else just put her at the top. So Kindred extremely strong right now. Very hard to deal with. I expect her to get nerfed in the future. Kha'Zix, you know, he did take a hit with the Ghostblade nerfs, but he's still performing really well. Dustblade does look good on him too, so I recommend trying out Dustblade if they do nerf Ghostblade once more. But overall, Ghostblade junglers have taken a bit of a toll. I would say Ghostblade needs maybe one more minor nerf, and then it would be more aligned with other items. But they are representing the top level of jungling right now, and they are the strongest junglers of the patch. And the queen, the changes to her regen, but it's not even the regen that's really made her broken. It was the fact that now when you right click with knockup, it gives you the max range instead of going half the range in to knock people up. Now you get max range, so every time you knock someone up, you just have to right click them, and it's 100% going to be on the edge of your circle, which is so broken on her. That change alone could have brought her back into 51%, but because of all the other changes plus her passive now healing for 4 to 500, she's definitely one of the best junglers on the patch. I recommend you guys dabble in my videos on Rek'Sai and get on the train because she's going to be good, and I promise you she's going to be good for a very long time. All right, enough of the Rek'Sai sales pitch. Anyways, for the Rek'Sai patch, Rengar I've been liking a lot too. I still think the Ghostblade's going pretty well on him. I will say if Ghostblade nerfed Dustblade as well is an actual good fill item now. The buffs to Dustblade, they look pretty good. I wouldn't say it's a broken item. I just think it's good now on champions that rely on abilities to kill people. Jarvan, still a very good jungler. Still brings a lot to the table. If you're good at Jarvan, the Gore Drinker build's still very powerful. So I think Jarvan still sits in his position very nicely. Gragas and Evelynn seem to be the best 2 AP junglers on the patch. Also Fiddlesticks, but I forgot to add him, so let's imagine this was Fiddle. Yeah, stick Fiddle. Good enough. Okay. Yeah, AP junglers, those are your best option. I assume Gragas is going to be eventually getting nerfed because of Pro, okay, but he's very strong, good crowd control. Evelynn and Fiddle are more like one-trick AP junglers, so if you're dabbling in that, they can be very powerful as well. Ivern is looking pretty OP. From what I can see, the buffs were pretty insane for him. Maybe I'm on the early hype train, but I did put him very high because I just thought he was performing really well with all the buffs changes. It just looked like a win for him in every part. And also Daisy, very hard to deal with now, very strong. She does a lot more damage than you expect. So those are your basic top tier junglers on the patch. Moving on, Grace took a pretty big hit with all the nerfs to his items. Stormrazor's not that great. Ghostblade got nerfed. A lot of his items did get affected, but he's still very good, but not as OP as he was on the patch before. Nocturne's still very strong. I recommend guys trying Stridebreaker on him. Very good build path. Cleaver as well. Champs like Nocturne and Rek'Sai, this build path is extremely good. Highly recommend you guys give that a try. Silas is actually quite good now with the changes to jungle where you can actually crowd control jungle camps now. That's like a huge win. So that one does help him clear much healthier now, and he's actually doing pretty well. As long as you have 2 good ultis, Silas, very good. Udyr and Maokai are your simple junglers, your tank junglers. If you want to be a more supportive tank player, then Maokai, Udyr are very good for you. Hecarim, he's alright. You know, not much else to say. He's just doing pretty well. The Ghostblade nerf can affect him, but Dustblade Hecarim might see a rise, and I think win rate wise, that's going to help him a lot. Nilly, Vi, I mean, Nilly's a one-trick jungler. Vi is actually quite good. I do like Vi with Triforce now and into Cleaver. I think that build path is extremely strong. I recommend you guys, if you like Vi, give that a try. And for the rest of the junglers, they're just like your average junglers. Some of them are better if you know how to play them. Others are worse if you don't know how to play them, but everything below here I think are more just like your average picks. They're good in situations like Poppy is a good jungler right now if you pick her to counter like knockup champions. Master Yi, obviously you know how to play him to the very limits. You can obviously perform him very well. Amumu did get a slight nerf, so he's not as strong as he was before the W nerf, but he's still a great pick. So, and the rest of the picks are just, you know, decent champions. As you can see by D tier, whoops. The D tier though, these are just bad champions. I don't recommend Talon jungle, not really good now with Ghostblade nerfs. The rest of these picks, just very bad. Twitch jungle at the bottom right. Do not really play the D champions right now. They're just not good. Skarner could be a C champion though, if you really know how to play him. But overall, I just think you guys should take advantage of this kind of Ghostblade meta. More of this like, you know, like different jungle pace of the game. And, you know, definitely watch my videos. If you want to learn more about jungle and learn more about the game, highly recommend you guys check out my videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. Really appreciate it. Like the video if you can. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. I'll get to them whenever I can. And you know, this is the patch. I'm actually really happy about the patch. People who've been working on the balance team, personally, I think whoever did the Rek'sai changes, they're just not numbers buffs. Extremely creative, extremely detailed, very much what the Rek'sai needed. So I want to shake the hand of the person who did the changes, because I was very much surprised that they understood how this champion wanted to be played. That's like a big thing. So I'm very happy about that. I'm happy to see what other changes they have in store. I think this year is going to be better, judging by what they've been doing recently. I do think the balance team's actually been improving a lot, so I think the game's going to get a lot better. But anyways, hope you guys liked the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, check out my stream. Bye-bye.